breaking news.
Yes.
One of the former best players in the world, Jason Day, has just signed a golf ball deal, which could be, arguably, the best golf ball brand in the world. Bridgestone Golf. Let's discuss.
Well, Bridgestone now have got Tiger Woods, Bryson DeChambeau. He's also quite decent. And now Jason Day as well, and others. But they are obviously making waves, or have been making waves, in the golf ball market for a long time. And what's weird with Bridgestone is if we ever do a poll, if I ever see you do a poll online about who makes the best golf balls, and we'll ask that question in this video as well, so comment down below who you think makes the best golf balls. Bridgestone gets a lot of love, and rightly so, because the golf balls are great. But over here in the UK, so like in pro shops, you do see them dotted about, but they're not that big. Are they bigger in the States? So, I mean, you've tried them and you rave about them. What is so good about the Bridgestone golf ball?
Certainly the one that Tiger uses. I've reviewed 2 versions of the Tiger golf ball now. There's actually a new one, which I might review coming soon. Every time I've tested them, for me, as maybe a better player, they tick all the boxes. They feel great around the green. They're really good spin. They're long off the tee. The only weird thing, it sounds like such a stupid thing, the B on the golf ball just looks a little bit weird. Like, I don't know, because it's not the name Bridgestone, even though that would be quite a long name on the ball. Just the B on its own with a little number.
They used to have the Bridgestone on the ball, though.
They might have done.
Let's have a quick look.
It's a little bit of a weird kind of visual aspect to the golf ball, but that might just be complete personal opinion.
Oh, yeah.
But what's mad about Bridgestone, and weirdly, just before this podcast, and it's kind of, this little clip that we're just doing, I've just received a care package from the players, and inside it had a player's hat on.
This is the Players Championship.
Players Championship, which is next week. Player's hat, player's towel. I was like, oh, that's quite nice. That's nice. And then 3 Bridgestone golf balls. And I thought, oh, that's strange, because I think over here in the UK, we'd only really expect in that sort of situation for it to be Pro V1s.
Well, there's 2 things on this. So firstly, again, I've tried Bridgestone balls before, and I've obviously been with you and you've reviewed them, and they are very good. The only thing I really struggle with Bridgestone is knowing what is what. So when you go online now on the Tour series, which is obviously their most premium ball, there's Tour BX, Tour BXS, Tour BRX, Tour BRXS, and then Tour BXS TW edition. Which, to the hardcore Bridgestone fan, I'm sure they can comment and be like, it's dead easy.
That's terrible naming, isn't it?
But it is a little bit difficult to understand. But yeah, they are making waves, and obviously they're not going to be. Even though Jason Day is kind of, is he not even in the top 100 right now? We'll put a picture on of where he's in the world right now. But they still have to pay him a fair whack. He's not going to come cheap, is he?
Is he sponsored by any other manufacturer now?
Well, it's not. He went from TaylorMade, didn't he? So I think he's just, as far as I know, I think he's just on a kind of free agent.
Yeah, it's a very interesting signature or a contract, let's say, because again, could you imagine a ball company? You know, if you're a non-contracted player, but you particularly like a golf ball, would it be worth signing with that manufacturer? Like, what's the actual benefits? Like, we spoke to Tommy on the podcast about the benefits of being signed to someone like a TaylorMade for him. And I must admit, he did kind of convince me, and I kind of understood it a lot more in this aspect. They're almost like mechanics on site to tweak and adjust, and they're monitoring your numbers just as much as you're monitoring.
Well, that's very true. And like you said, we kind of oversaw that. I think a lot of people do. If you think about it, if you think of an uncontracted athlete at the Open or a PJ Tour event, when all the tour vans are there, if Jason Day walked into Callaway and said, "Can I have a set of irons?" obviously they're going to say, "Of course you can, let's make them for you." But equally, if at that moment in time they've got 3 of their athlete ambassadors who need help, they're not going to prioritise Jason Day. They can't do. They've got athletes to kind of service. So you are right in saying that, and obviously Tommy brought that to our attention, that having a sponsor is so much more than just getting paid. But he said with a golf ball, surely once you've got your supply of balls, there's not that much going on. So you'd think that Jason Day must be a big fan of these golf balls, as is Bryson. And obviously, there was the rumours that Tiger's Nike ball was always a Bridgestone with a swoosh on. I'm not sure if they're true or not, but that's what the claims always were. The
other thing as well, I wonder if someone like a Jason Day has enough pulling power to create a golf ball of his own liking, a bit like Tiger has done. I'm surprised Bryson hasn't done that with Bridgestone yet.
In terms of one that you can buy that's a Bryson edition? Yeah, I imagine his ball he uses is tweaked to him.
Yeah.
But I don't... Yeah, you're right. I'm surprised he can't buy a Bryson golf ball.
I mean, that's the only benefit I see if you actually signed with a manufacturer, like a golf ball manufacturer, like Jason Dow's with Bridgestone, the whole reason for this video. If he said, I really like that ball, the BXT3 PTO, but could I have it a touch softer?
Yeah.
And they can go, yeah, not a problem. We can actually do that for you. You know, that's
100%.
The only benefit if you can actually, because he might try. What ball would he have been using? Because obviously he's not signed with TaylorMade anymore. He might have been using Pro V1. I don't know. You just don't get that fine tuning, do you? Really?
We said this before on the podcast, and we'll say it again. One thing that baffles me with golf balls is how, as consumers, we just purchase what we used to purchase in. Like, I know, I'm saying all this now. I know that Bridgestone golf balls are as good, if not better, than a Pro V1. I know the TP5's amazing. Recently, I was playing golf, and I found the TP5 Pix golf ball and played it just for a bit of novelty, and it was really good. So there's other golf balls out there that are, I said, amazing. Z-Star from Strix, and another good one. But yeah, I'd always go back to Pro V1.
I'm just laughing because I've still got my coat on. You're there sat in a t-shirt and I'm there with a coat on.
I'm sat in a t-shirt today because I wore a jumper. It's a bit not the neatest jumper, a bit messy. I feel like I've got some dust on it, and then we found out we were doing some podcast recording, so I had to put a t-shirt on. I am a bit cold.
Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Have you tried Bridgestone ball? Do you think they're good? Do you think Jason Day is a wise move signing for Bridgestone? Do you think it's not? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. This is not a part of the podcast. This is just another clip. We might do more of these as news breaks. If you want to see the top breaking news, this is where you've got to come.
That was very aggressive with your teeth.
Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. If you want to see more breaking news,
throw your mic one a day, yeah. I'd love to see you just launch your mic across the room.
Like damage the table or something. I'll throw this coaster at you. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Lots more to go.
See you next time.
See you soon.